produced steel to our customers shines through. Choose the steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmenindustries.com.
Young Kings from the New Jersey, Philly area, representing the Mid-Atlantic, and the National Selects from the Prairie area in Canada, from Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Both teams already played earlier today at 9:45. The National Selects beat Boston Hockey Club on this very rink, 5-2. And meanwhile, for the Young Kings, they had to go against the British Columbia Bulldogs, and they lost that game 3-2. So both teams in closely contested games in the morning. And they'll be finishing their day fairly early, 2:45 here in Chicagoland, as we're here in Central Time. And after this, both teams will be able to relax for the rest of the day before they head into their schedules for the next day. We'll take a look at both team schedules entirely before we get into all the action. So the Young Kings play this, and then they're against Team Atlantic tomorrow at 8:10 a.m. They play Spartans, Alberta at 3 p.m. on Wednesday, and then into the Thursday tilts, they play First Class at 9:45 a.m., and then the Slovakia Kings, the only European team in the tournament, at 4:45 p.m. on Thursday, June 27th. My name is Luke Jordan. Good afternoon to you all, and my producer, Anthony Lunn, will help get this to your screens no matter where or what you are watching on, as we welcome you here on WSBN. Still a rich day of hockey remains. Games going till about 8:15 p.m. here in Chicago, so you'll want to stick around for the day slate. And now that it is nearly 3 p.m., we are ready for both teams to start their second game. And that is Levi Baker and Clay Markham. Or actually, Asher Clements will be taking the draw for the Young Kings. We're just about ready to go. 15-minute periods if you're new with us. And new or old, hope you enjoy the show here on WSBN. My name, Luke Jordan, my buddy Dylan Ward, who I'll be calling games with later on his break. Well-deserved. He called 4 games in a row. Young Kings now looking for their first win of the tournament here in day 1. Trying to bounce back from that loss to the British Columbia Bulldogs earlier on. Here's Clay Markham. Up ahead now for Wyatt Hicks. Hicks blew a tire. And now Clements down the near side. Pinned off by Leo Johnson. Trickling puck to the slot, picked up by the Selects, but only for so long. Back to the point now, one-timer fanned on. It's an opportunity potentially the other way until Markham was able to rescue his own mistake, and Johnson skates it out of the zone. Leo Johnson, a defensive standout from the morning, walks in, gets one on, and that's a good save from making his tournament debut, Ryan Longley. Now, Ryan Longley is a pretty interesting story. He actually used to play for the Connecticut Junior Rangers, who are in this tournament, ended up moving to Alabama, but he still plays with the Young Kings up north, who are actually from the New Jersey, Philly area, just about 800 miles away. Andy Burns started for the Young Kings in their first game this morning. He stopped 23 out of 26 and was credited the loss in a tight game with BC. Victor Ruggieri gets one on from a distance. No problems for Damian Idzakovic, making his first start. Sterling Grandinetti, the other goaltender for ESH, had probably one of the better goalie performances of the day, stopping 26 out of 28. In that 5-2 victory versus Boston. 13:22 to go, and we will have a puck drop to the left of Longley. Hudson Reach wins the draw back. He's the only ESH player with 2 points so far in this early tournament. Flanders had it turned over, and they'll have to reset as it's Selwood taking it below the goal line. Here's Selwood dicing through defenders. Gets it ahead for Richards, kicks it to his stick, and he coughed it up. The other way now, it's Blake Hamilton. Hamilton towards the net. Stick now below the net. And given up to the point. Blake Tushev fires one on, and it's blocked by Flanders. Another one thrown on. That doesn't find the net either. Out of the zone now, ahead to Jake Hart. He scored in the first game of the day for the Selects, and he was credited the game winner as he scored that third goal early into the third. As he tried to dish it to the middle. Nice little no-look pass there from what appeared to be Tushev, and now the Young Kings advance the zone. Aaron pass finds its way to Idzakovic in net. Nearly 3 minutes gone in this first period. For the Selects, this is their first Continental Clash appearance as a club. But for the Young Kings, they were here last year. They went 2-7, 7th out of 8th in the USA Division. 2-on-1 the other way now for the Selects. Here's Baker, slides it across, and just fanning on the opportunity was Easton Wendorf. Baker couldn't grasp it in the slot, and it's taken back. Shot from O'Leary and another stop. Ryan Longley with a good start so far. Of course, we're only 3.5 minutes in. A little bit of a miscommunication in the neutral zone from the Young Kings. And now Leo Johnson breaks it out of the Selects defensive zone. Johnson uses his strength to get through 2 Young Kings, but his shooting angle was not ideal. 11 minutes to go in the first period. No score. There's an awkward bounce off the corner. Thrown to the front of the net. O'Leary trying to get a stick on it. And now it's Campbell. Campbell protecting the puck. Surveys the ice, sends it to the slot. O'Leary, backhand dish. Got interfered with. This is a good possession here from the Selects. If you're the Young Kings, you're just trying to clear it out of the zone at this point, and that's what they'll do. Repossessed by the National Selects nonetheless here in the neutral zone. Sanchez with the shot. Or Sam Chuck. And Longley makes another stop. That's 4 saves early on for the Alabama native Ryan Longley. 10:24 to go in the first. Hockey going on all day here at the Nicholas Sportsplex. Face-off won by the Young Kings. Eli Baugh down the near side, just throws it in deep. Bounces around the wall, and just like that, it's scooped up by the Selects, but not for long, and they get it back. Joey Tammon for Campbell. Chest save there from Longley. As Ruggieri slides it ahead. With speed now is Hamilton, but he got the puck stripped away. Paziuk was looking for Campbell, just to be taken back by the Young Kings. Back in 4th action so far. 5-2 lead in shots for the Selects. There's a shot that looks like it got a piece of the glove of Idzakovic. And now Hudson Reach. Turnover caused. Selects get it back. Here's Richard. Board battle just near the hash marks. Young Kings, risky move, moving it to the middle. Sent back in now. Loose puck in the slot. Reach has it. Fires and a big save. Rebound came to the other side, but nobody there to tap it in. And here come the Young Kings the other way. Shot thrown on. Not a lot of chemistry showing in this Young Kings squad so far, and rightfully so. I was able to talk to their coach before this game. He mentioned that this is their first tournament altogether. So as you see, a lot of different colored gloves, that means different clubs, and a lot of guys that are only playing with each other for the second time ever, and the first time was earlier today. So he said that it's going to be huge to progressively get better throughout this tournament and build that chemistry that other teams already have. Now, of course, a lot of these teams do have tournament teams. As here's a shot, and that is denied as Easton Wendorf thought he found the back of the net. But the body of Ryan Longley in the way, and this game stays scoreless. But to go off what I mentioned, some of these teams have tournaments in the spring, so that helps them build some chemistry. But for the Young Kings, this is their first tournament of the summer. And here's a loose puck in front. Thrown on from a distance. No problem there for Longley. Already 8 shots for the National Selects early on. We're not even halfway through the first period. That's on pace for 16. Nice stretch pass made to Leo. Johnson throws it on. Loose puck in front, picked up by the Young Kings. Losing an edge is Clements, but he'll be able to find a teammate to get out of the zone, who is Brooks Ferguson. His pass intercepted. And the Selects can't get anything going. There's a nice pickpocket by Wendorf just to have it taken the other way once again. A lot of turnovers early on. Now it's Wyatt Hicks from the slot. Shot blocked by Samchuk. And the Selects clear once again. Samchuk over the blue line. He's got speed. Loses an edge at the end. Young Kings will at least clear their defensive zone. And it's dumped in. Great forecheck here by Joey Tamman. And now he's got some reinforcements as well. Anybody's puck down below the net. And now the Kings possess. Shuffled up the wall, kept in. And another routine shot, answered with a routine save. And another one. That's 10 saves already for Longley. Up to the point. Huberdeau missed the cage. And the Kings can't clear the zone. Unbelievable pressure by the Selects right now as Longley gets credited with another save. It's Campbell on the backhand. Bodied off the puck, still sweeps it to the slot, but nobody there. Samchuk holds, sends it down low. They'll throw it to the opposite side. Held at the point by Huberdeau. Seiden sent it up the wall. Nearing the 5-minute mark of the first period, still no score. A lot of offensive games here at the North Rink in the Nicholas Sportsplex so far. I believe the lowest scoring game we've had is 7 total goals, and we do have a hooking call incoming on what appears to be the National Selects. as Zachary Samchuk will serve. Big opportunity for the Young Kings representing the Mid-Atlantic region. You know, getting outshot by 9 so far in this first period, but a power play now to try to spark some momentum and get things going. First thing is put into the score sheet. Young Kings went 1 for 3 on the power play in their first game. As there's a shot from Sean Galloway. No troubles there for Idzakovic. Shots now 11-3 favoring the National Selects. Face off won by the Kings. Galloway gets it down low. Chamberlain to the front of the net. And that wouldn't squeak above the goal line. Still held in as Galloway sends it down low once again. Kings control towards the front of the net, and that is cleared by the Selects. The Selects 3 for 4 on penalty killing. They allowed 1 power play goal to Boston. And here's Richard shorthanded. Once again, no troubles for Longley. Just telling by the goaltending matchup so far, this could be one of our lower scoring games of the day. Kings over the line. Shot thrown on wide. Select fans wanted an offside, but they'll get the stoppage of play nonetheless. But this will be an offensive zone faceoff for the Kings, who still have 53 seconds remaining on their power play. Once again, the penalty on Zachary Samchuk, 2 minutes for hooking. Asher Clements wins the draw back. What a great shorthanded play. That's Jake Hart. Looking for another goal this tournament. Oh, that's shockingly not a penalty. You could argue that was a hit, but we'll play on. Hart is okay. And now Brooks Ferguson on net, no issues there. 31 seconds left on the power play, 20 seconds in between whistles. Nonetheless, 4 shots in the minute and 29 seconds of man advantage time for the Kings. Finally able to start to test Idzakovic a little bit. Shot from the point, sails into the glove of Damian Idzakovic. .313 on the first period clock. Face off won by the Kings. Working the perimeter here of the ice. Hicks. Now it's Ferguson. Back up to the point. Ferguson obtains it once again. Brooks Ferguson fires, looking for that top left corner, and he couldn't get it. Now it's down low for Hicks. Dish to the front. Nobody there. Kings hold the zone. And we are now at even strength. Selects kill their first penalty of the game. And they're 4 for 5 on the PK in this tournament as a whole. That's 80%. Baker was poked off the puck. Kings in transition, can't get a pass to work, and instead the Selects will dump it back in. Nearing the 2-minute mark in the first period, score 0-0. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed much. A lot of defense here in this one. Here's Huberdeau, trying to be shifty in the neutral zone. Delayed offsides on the selects. They do hold and wait, and now Baker walks over the line, dumps it in. 100 seconds left in the first. Battle for the puck, won by the Kings, and sent to the opposite side. Big play by Paziuk, and now it's a 2-on-1. He's going to hold fire, and it's just wide. The other way it comes. Shot thrown on from what appears to be Eli Baugh. Leo Johnson in the final seconds here of the first. Samchuk sends it in. And that. Hope you're enjoying the action here on the North Rink of the Nicholas Sportsplex, formerly known as the Mount Prospect Ice Arena, not too far from Chicago here. Some other games currently going on as Metro Bulldogs. From the Prairie region in Canada, take on the Mid-Atlantic region representing Young Kings. Still seeking our first goal. And now look at this speed. Merrick Huberto has it below the net. Wraps it around, and Longley's there on the pipe. Now Hudson Reach. Dragged down. Refs calling this game loosely. As the Kings send it around the wall, Baker sends it right back down. 90 seconds into the second period. As my buddy Dylan would always like to mention, long changes in play. Expect more tired players and longer shift times. Baker taken out of the zone. As you can probably hear on the hot mics, fans not happy with this ref, but here come the selects. Trying to slide across in the slot shot, score! Levi Baker breaks open the scoring. So Baker gets a gift in the slot that he cannot resist. Nobody really there for the Kings, and just like that, it took one opportunity, and this game is broken open. 14-8 is the shots on goal total, favoring the selects. Longley still an impressive performance so far, stopping 13 out of 14. It's Baker. Taken out of the zone. Sent back in by Johnson. Kings looking to answer back, but another nice defensive showcase from the selects, who have only allowed 2 goals all tournament in 4 periods and change. But here's a big turnover. Clemens shoots, and he scores! Just like that, this game is tied as Asher Clements fires it into the back of the net.
Keep working, Select.
So 2 goals in 58 seconds. First one came from Levi Baker, assisted by Merrick Huberto. And that Asher Clements goal goes unassisted. Paziuk. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Lead pass ahead intended for Ruggieri. Wouldn't go. And now here's Campbell, but his teammate Joey Tamman was off sides. 1 tick under 11 minutes to go in the second period. What seemed like a shutdown start to the second period erupted into 2 goals, split 1 for each side. Baker for the Selects at 12:49, Clements for the Kings at 11:51. High sticking is called, so this will go into the Kings' defensive zone. And the Young Kings here in Chicago, they have some Chicago relations. The organization was actually co-founded by former Chicago Blackhawk Chris Versteeg, who was a part of the Cup runs here in the early 2010s. As there's a nice stop from Longley, able to see it through traffic. 2 whistles in 9 seconds here. Reach wins his faceoff back. Gets a tip on that shot from the point from Selwood, but it ended up wide of the net. Reach now repossesses. Slides it up top for Samchuk. Samchuk walks the line, finds Reach, who shovels it on, and that is blocked by the stick of what appears to be Liam Sinha. And now we have an icing. Can't escape the whistles in this 10th minute so far. .98 and 97 at the draw. It's Baker and Clements. Johnson with the fire. That got tipped off the glove, and the net is way off. Then they will blow the whistle. Doesn't feel like the pegs are really in too tight into that net. All it took is 1 push from Ryan Longley, and that net went flying off its moorings. Kings trying to clear the zone. It's Asher Clements. Down the right side, he's got the lone goal so far for the Kings. Stops on a dime. Bounces it up to the point. Shot will get thrown on, but it's kicked out by Baker. Hicks sends it in. And Idzakovic, who hasn't seen too much action since the first couple minutes of the second period, will cover. It appears that we're having a equipment issue with Damian Idzakovic, so everybody will have to wait a moment. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. Always got to make sure pads are on right, especially when you're a goalie and your job is to take shots. Fire goes wide from the Kings, and it's scooped up by the Selects. Tamman gets it ahead for Campbell. Campbell amidst the pressure trying to deke through into the slot. Well played defensively by the Kings, and Shot from the point was no issue for Longley. Ferguson nearly turned it over. Campbell takes it back, sends it to the slot. Loose puck in front, backhanded on, but just wide by Tamman. 6 minutes into the second period, 1 goal apiece. Flanders puts it down the wall. And the ref giving a warning to Sean Galloway to watch the body contact. I'm assuming next time he tries to pin somebody up against the wall like that, it'll be a penalty. Kings will just throw it out. And look at this clinic from Keegan Flanders. Flanders all the way from the defensive position, trying to dangle his way through, and he just coughed it up at the last moment. Comes back to the slot, sent back to Flanders, and he missed the cage. Eli Baugh can't clear the zone. Reach keeps it in. Puts it off the wall. He's being double teamed on the far side. And he'll just dish it down low. Tamman. Now it's anybody's puck in front. Cleared by the Kings. And that will go enough for icing. Nonetheless, at this level, you are able to change when you ice. But for a lot of these players, when they move on to the next level, that won't be the case. Typically, you're held on the ice when you ice the puck as a team. But coaches typically emphasize when you're out there for a long shift, you're really tired, you can ice the puck at this level. There's nothing wrong with that, because not only do you get the whistle, but you can head to the bench and make a free change. Hudson Reach sends it in deep. This is enough for icing, just by a hair, as Huberdeau was nearly on that puck. 7:04 to go in the second. Some more updates around the rink. It's still a 2-0 game favoring Great Lakes, Wisconsin over Metrics. And then the British Columbia Bulldogs pile on 4 goals in the first period for a 4-0 lead as they enter the second. 7 minutes to go here. Here's Huberdeau. Rips one on, and a nice stop there from Longley. Eighteenth save of the game already for Ryan Longley. He stopped 18 out of 19. Two teams with solid goaltending, and this is the result you'll get 9 times out of 10. A low-scoring affair with some decent scoring chances. But overall, the defensive side has won most battles. Samchuk. This will ricochet around the wall. Nice effort by O'Leary as he tries to sweep it forward. Lost his stick in the process. Clemens puts it up the wall for Hicks. And Hicks got it turned over. Samchuk makes a pass that ends up out of the zone. A lot of O's from the Selects crowd in disbelief. And now the Kings send it in. Only 4 shots in this period. They had 6 in the first. Baker slides it ahead. Sent to the middle, and losing his edge was Easton Wendorf. Clemens now operates the other way. Just a lot of dump and chase here in this second period, as it's exampled once again. No icing as Flanders will have to retreat and get it. A solid breakout from the Selects, but they will be offsides here. And it looks like Wendorf was a little bit ahead of the play. Baker could have made the pass, but he held. Perhaps just a miscommunication, and we'll have a neutral zone faceoff. 5:26 to go. Of course, this game will have an ice make just like the others, so we'll take a 10-minute break and then return after the second. Kings with numbers. Thrown to the front of the net, but a Select stick in the way. Once again, another try. And that got part of the equipment of Idzakovic. Give him a save. Now it's Campbell the other way. Paziuk, top of the circle, and he is hit. I mean, that is a penalty most times, but no call is rewarded over here. Now look at this, the other way. It's Ruggieri, sends it across, big kick save, still loose in front of the net. And Idzakovic finds it, or apparently it was loose, but from the angle the official had, it looked covered, so they'll blow the whistle out of pure safety. And now Damian Idzakovic is checking on his helmet. It appears one of his straps might have went loose. So changes for both sides. And Idzakovic is okay. Except he might step off for a moment. Of course, we can't play until one of the Selects goaltenders gets back into the net. And it looks like Idzakovic will step out for a little bit. So we'll have a goalie change. And Sterling Grandinetti will be in for the second time today. He played the entirety of the first game in the victory versus Boston. Stopped 26 out of 28. But it's always tough to sub in mid-game. You know, he's got to be a little bit cold right now, so hopefully he can get some good shots to start with, and that'll get him going. A nice point shot. Puck still loose. And it's reeled back in by the Kings. Ruggieri lost it. And in the process, Richards lost an edge. Jake Hart picks it up. Here's Jake Hart with blazing speed down the left side. Hart on the backhand, dishes it across. Nobody there. Just a few inches long of potentially having a 2-1 lead. And Sean Galloway dumps it in. Galloway's going to win his own chase as well. Kellen McDonough. Puck escapes from his stick. 3:40 to go in the second stanza. Puck will trickle through all the way to Longley, but no issues there as he covers. Shots are 20-12, favoring the Selects, as it looks like Idzakovic is back into the game after the equipment malfunction. Face off one by the Selects. Flanders can't get it ahead. But it's rescued by Baker in the neutral zone. Levi Baker, lone goal scorer for the Selects so far, pinned against the wall. Huberdeau for Baker. And they'll dump. Here's a nice pass to Hicks. Taken right back. Keegan Flanders looks to the outside, and well played by Liam Sinha. Flanders shovels it out. Easton Wendorf protecting the puck, sent into the wall, and he goes head first. That's going to rattle him a little bit. Thankfully, he does get up. Now look at this opportunity. Wyatt Hicks might have a breakaway, if not for the back check of Huberdeau. Rebound in front, and it's taken in by Flanders. Under 2 minutes to go, and a rolling pass is made ahead for Hudson O'Leary. O'Leary now with the shot. That got blocked. Back in the slot. Baker a fire, and that's denied. Baker looking for his second goal of not only the tournament, but the day. "90 seconds left in the second before we get an ice make, and that will go for an icing. Intelligent play by Idzakovic to let it roll past him. We had a scoreless first period, and in the second we had 2 goals separated by 58 seconds. The Selects had a lead for only that long before the Kings bounced back, and since then we've been tied at that same exact score. Under a minute now to go in the second. Here come the Kings. Blake Hamilton had it taken away. Campbell dishes it ahead for Richards. Richards a fire. That got tipped wide. 20 seconds to go. Look at this deadly speed from Hart. Thrown to the middle. One-timer just wide from reach. That would have been his second goal of the tournament. Hart still circling around, under 10 seconds to go. Hart to the point. Leo Johnson, a fire. Big save. Still loose in front. Reach turns around at the buzzer, and it got blocked. Chaotic ending to the second period. But nonetheless, the score stays the same. And the Selects and the Kings will have one plus period to do it out. Of course, if the game is tied after 3, we'll see overtime. But for now, we'll just worry about the third that's ahead of us. So we'll have a 10-minute ice make starting just about now, and then we'll check back in for what's going to be a dramatic finish. Kings looking for their first win of the tournament, and the Selects looking to stay undefeated. We will be right back here on WSBN.
I'm Dr. Cassie Preston. My job as a mental performance coach is to help elite athletes just like you to consistently perform at your capabilities. But in order to do that, you need to reliably get in the zone. The problem is, like most athletes, you spend too much time in your own head, worrying, overthinking, and are doubting yourself. This can be frustrating and discouraging because you've put in all this work to develop your physical abilities. Your mindset is causing you to underperform. Now, I understand that working on your mindset can be difficult and confusing. There's so much cliche advice out there like, don't worry about it and just be positive, which might be the mental states you want to achieve, but it's not the how-to. In fact, this fluffy cookie cutter advice often makes things worse. Instead, what you need to do is challenge the status quo and think differently about success and failure. That's why I wrote the best-selling book, Mindset First, to provide athletes like you a repeat and reliable way to win the mental game. I share the concise and practical strategies I use to help professional athletes be at their best day in and day out. This book will help you break free from the weight of results so you can stop spending so much time in your own head and start playing with confidence so you can perform when it matters most. And most importantly, I promise you this, by reading this book and working on your mental game, you're going to have a heck of a lot more fun along the way.
At Ironmen Industries, we forge the foundation of excellence in steel manufacturing. Our dedication to quality and precision sets the industry standard, delivering unmatched innovation that powers progress and builds tomorrow's world. We don't just produce steel, we craft a legacy of strength. With every cut, weld, and bend, our commitment to our customers shines through. Choose the steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmenindustries.com.
Fed up with the fluffy and cookie cutter mental game advice? You're not alone. My best-selling book, Mindset First, is your guide to discover a reliable and repeatable way to dominate the mental game. You don't need to suffer from performance anxiety, overthinking, and confidence issues. In this concise and practical book, you'll learn how I coach professional athletes to get dialed in and day out. You'll see real-life examples of how athletes train their mind to consistently get in the zone. And the bottom line, you'll have the principles and the strategies to break free from the weight of results, play with confidence, and perform when it matters most.
You know it in your core. Introducing the Helios Core, a breakthrough in skating development. With smart technology and artificial intelligence, the Helios Core analyzes key aspects of your skating, then shares the data in a mobile app. So players and coaches can see a player's progress, what still needs work, and where they stand against other players their age. The Helios Core gives players the information they need to improve their skating faster than ever before.
Hello and welcome to the Nicholas Sportsplex North Rink for this matchup between the Young Kings and the National Selects. My name is Luke Jordan with producer Anthony Lunn. Hope you're enjoying the action so far in this low-scoring affair. A 1-1 game through 2 periods. Nobody's had the lead for longer than a minute, and the only goals came in the second period where Levi Baker, just over 2 minutes into the game, scored and assisted. The assist was from Merrick Huberto. And then Asher Clements, unassisted, answered right back. And that's where we are right now. Shots are 22-12, favoring the National Selects, who looked like they really outplayed their opponent every period, but they just can't find the back of the net. And that is part of the case out of Ryan Longley, as Longley has made some incredible stops, and he stopped 21 out of the 22 shots he's faced. And both these two organizations with some deep goaltending, and it shows. So we'll take a look at some scores around the league. Great Lakes, Wisconsin up 4-2 on metrics, as that is shortly to enter the third period. The BC Bulldogs up 6-1 on Southeast Elite. And then, of course, 1-1 game here. Some previous final scores: the Minnesota Machine defeated the Toronto Elite organization by a score of 5-2. The Western Selects and LSL Lions played a great game here. I was able to see that action, 3-4 game, just about the entire time before the Lions got an empty netter and won that one 5-3. And we'll go back one more to see that the Minnesota Blades make a statement against Pro Hockey, as the Blades win 6-2, scoring 5 goals in the first period. Back here at the North Rink after this, it's Pro Hockey and North Star Elite. That should be a good tilt. And you'll get to hear Dylan and I back on the mic. We'll be doing all the games at the North Rink until the final one, including the final one at 8:15, where we'll get to see Slovakia play. That'll be interesting. The first European team to play in this tournament, typically known as a Canada-USA clash, but always cool to mix in a European team or two to see the talent out on the other side of the world. We are just about ready for the third period. Tie game between the Young Kings and the National Selects. And the Selects win the opening draw to open the final regulation period, but for all we know, it could not be the final period of the game, as overtime is threatening with a 1-1 tie here in the third. Wyatt Hicks puts it around the wall. Leo Johnson is there. Now it's Baker around the wall. Baker scored the lone goal so far for the Selects. Sinha up ahead for Hicks as he was bodied off, and Johnson recovers it for the Selects. O'Leary now loses an edge. And a nice pickpocket by Hicks. Hicks slides it across, and the pass is too far ahead, and it'll be gobbled up by Damian Idzukovic. A good look to the black door intended for Blake Hamilton, but just the pass gone too far ahead. We've seen that a couple times on these odd man rushes. Jake Hart is tripped up, and that'll be an immediate penalty. Looking up to the sky is Victor Ruggieri, who just happened to get his stick tangled in the heart of the play, and he'll now spend 2 minutes anxiously from the penalty box, as it would really hurt right now to give up a game-changing goal from the Selects here on the power play. And now the Selects will go on the power play for the first time today. There's only been one penalty other than this one, and it was a hooking call on Zachary Samchuk in the second period. Here's Jake Hart. Up to Richards. Turns back. Defended by Galloway. Puck sent to the slot. Hart looking to the back door for reach and a stick in the lane. And an important one as a big clear from Eli Baugh. Merrick Huberdeau has the lone assist for the Selects as he now slides it ahead for Hudson Reach. Jake Hart tips it into the zone. He might win this race to the puck, and he will. With that dashing speed, drops it back. Huberdeau fires it on, and no troubles for Longley there. Saw that shot the whole way, and it went wide anyway. Over a minute gone on the power play opportunity so far for Merrick Huberdeau and the National Selects. 40 seconds now. Huberdeau drops back. Looking for a 1T in the slot. And they turn it over. Puck is deflected into the Young Kings bench, and we'll have a stoppage of play. Baker wins it back for the Selects. Shot thrown on with quite some velocity, but it never made its way there. Clements will clear. No icing as the final seconds of the power play for the National Selects about to expire. Coming into this game, they are 1 for 4, and now in the tournament, they're 1 for 5. After that failed power play attempt. Hudson O'Leary now trickles up to the point. Shot thrown on, never made its way there, but still loose in the low slot. Collected by the Kings. Trying to clear the zone. Johnson holds at the point, but not for long. Sinha. Kings can't complete the breakout. And look at this strip, a chance! And just unable to keep up with the puck was Blake Hamilton, but gotta credit him for the effort. He was just a few inches away from dragging that to the forehand and giving his team the lead. Under 11 minutes to go. This could be a costly mistake. The stick comes out, and that should be a tripping call, and it will be. Looks like they're going to call it a hook, but either way, it's 2 minutes on the Selects as they'll have to serve a penalty. So crucial power play time for the Young Kings, who are 0 for 1 so far on the power play in this game. 1 for 4 overall in the tournament, 25%. If they can't complete a power play goal here, both teams will be 1 for 5 in their respective power play units. This is a good start for the short-handed Selects. But now the Kings possess, and they give it away. Huberdeau, look at those edges. Gets it in deep. lot of players out there look tired in their final period of their final game of the day. 6 periods in just about 6 hours. As we have eclipsed under 10 minutes to go. Still 106 left on the power play for the Kings, and they're finally able to settle. Some nice moves from Blake Tushev, and it's now below the net for Ruggieri. Up top now, Slock's shot flies over the crossbar from Galloway. Galloway will get it back on the far side. Slides it over. Shot from Tushev, never made it there. And that is a bouncing puck that will clear the zone and gain some applause from their fans. Still 30 seconds left on the man advantage, but Richards will take care of that one and send it back in to burn some more time. Nearing the 9-minute mark on the game clock, final 15 seconds on this power play, and they're offsides. "14 seconds until Joey Tamman gets out of the box." Kings are struggling to find shots in this period. They only have 1 as a whole. Had 6 in the first, 6 in the second, and just that singular one so far. And we're now at even strength. Puck tipped, and it's off the chest of Vidzakovic. Credit him a save. Second shot for the Kings this period. Here's a bouncing puck in front, and it is scraped out of the zone. 8.5 to play. Beautiful breakout play, and now Richards comes in. He's got a man to his right. It's Hart, but he can't get the pass off. And now the Kings are headed the other way in transition with numbers. Clemens has to wait. Teammates offside. That's Hicks as he tries to dangle his way across the blue line. Turnovers have been the theme of this game. The defense just simply outplaying the offense through a majority of this one. And Vidzakovic will get a cover on that one. And they'll credit the Kings a shot. 14 shots on the game compared to the National Select's 24 shots.
Go, Select!
Leo Johnson off the successful draw for the Selects. Sends it ahead, and now here's Hudson O'Leary. O'Leary drops back for Wendorf, and that shot is rifled wide. Logan Burden sticked off the puck, but it's taken back. Only momentarily. Could this be another potential chance? As McDonough is taken down in the far side corner. Now here comes Leo Johnson. Leo Johnson with numbers for the Selects. Takes it in, and a shot, and a save. Ryan Longley, still a brick wall. That's his 22nd save of the game. He hasn't really faced much here in this third period. Actually, I believe that is the first shot the Selects have had in this period, considering they started with 22. And although he hasn't faced a shot in a while, he squares that one up. Poziuk the other way. Sent across for Campbell. It's behind his hand. And dished back to the middle. Kings clear the zone. A crucial couple points here on the line for either side. Nice pass from Ruggieri. Across the ice, and they'll dump in. Under 6 minutes to go in the final period of regulation. No goals scored in the first period. No goals so far in this third period. Joey Tammon. On the backhand to the middle, and it's scraped out. The other way with speed comes Blake Hamilton as he slides it across the ice for Clements. Clements applying the forecheck here on Selwood. Throws it towards the net. Nobody there as Kings were caught in a change. It's kept in by Sinha. Tight angle for Wyatt Hicks, and he's poked off the puck by Leo Johnson, a defensive standout in this tournament. They're going to make a pass ahead for Jake Hart, and it slips by his stick. And he is poked off the puck down low by Sinha. 5 minutes to go in the third. Hart left it for Johnson. Big mistake. Wyatt Hicks now the other way. Stops on a dime and is poked off by Reach. Regains the puck in the slot. Shot. Big save. Still loose. Another chance. Another save. They'll try again, and that time it doesn't reach the net. It's blocked. Huge couple chances there for the Kings, and they end up empty-handed. Hudson Reach. Reach holding with patience. Tight angle. Shoots, and it hits the side of the net. Big puck battle on the Zamboni doors here in the North Rink. Nobody's dug it out yet. It might actually be stuck in the wall. Or they're just portraying it to be that way. Wraparound attempt from Reach. Wouldn't go. Back to the point. Johnson a fire. Hit the body of his teammate. Ends up below the net. And back to the high slot. Samchuk for Hart. Turns to the outside. Looks to the middle, and Reach gets a stick on it, but it's still ricocheted wide. Hart drives it on, and it's shouldered away. Still loose in front. And now the Kings finally possess. 3:33 left in the third. Johnson will recuperate the Selects offense. Leo Johnson got interfered by his teammate. Not too often you see a mistake from Hudson Reach like that. Baker gets it over the blue line at least. Kings do repossess. 3 minutes to go. No icing signals the official. It hit the stick of Huberto. Gives it to his other D-man, and they'll once again get it out, but just the breakouts have not been there today for either side. It seems to be get it out of the zone, and the other team gets it back just to do the same thing. A volt of offense needed from either side. There's a shot, and it is swallowed up by Damian Idzakovic. 2:31 to play. Nobody has scored since there were 11 minutes and 51 seconds left in the second period. So we're talking nearly 24 minutes. This is deep into the Kings zone. This could be danger. Nice pass made to Galloway. And now Ruggieri tries to slide it across the ice. He'll regain his own error. Blake Hamilton bodied off the puck. Easton Wendorf skates it out of the zone under 2 minutes to play, and he's tripped up. This is a crucial power play chance for the National Selects, and it will trickle into overtime if they are unable to score. 11 seconds into overtime to be exact. And Ruggieri commits his second penalty of the night. He's visibly upset about it, slamming the door. As the Selects have piled on 28 shots on goal, 27 of them did not make it past the dominant Ryan Longley. Now's a chance to really sneak one by. Doesn't start off as planned. Huberdeau's shot is blocked by the opposing number 7, Torrin Chamberlain. And that's an icing on the Selects. Never know about a shorthanded tally as well. Don't count the Kings out of this one. Just 98 seconds left to play in this one. And now it's Jake Hart trying to toss it up to himself. Taken by the Kings, sent back into the zone. Huberdeau will set up. Leaves it for Hudson Reach. 1:20 left to go. Here's Reach. Getting below the net. Very patient, gets it up to Johnson at the point. He'll take a slap shot, takes a redirection, and ended up through the pads of Longley, but wide of the right post. Johnson regains it, another shot, rebound, poked away. Huge play by Liam Sinha, and the game stays tied. Under a minute to go. Here's Huberdeau using that acceleration. Tight angle, throws it across. Oh, that one-timer from Hart wasn't there. Hudson Reach lost it. And the Kings will clear thanks to Eli Boss. Still time as the two number 7s go at it. Huberdeau and Chamberlain. As Huberdeau shakes him off. Under half a minute to play. Pass doesn't go as planned. Kings will at least send them back a couple feet before Leo Johnson can possess. He finds Richards. Richards sends it into the zone, 12 seconds. Risky defensive move down low. But Logan Borton might be able to just drain enough time, and he will as the puck is pinned against the wall. We have overtime for the first time in this tournament. And a little extracurricular activity as well. Seems that no penalties will be assessed from this, but let's just say some of the guys down there don't like each other. Especially Jake Hart and that appears to be Luke Seiden. So 11 seconds left on the power play. That is on Ruggieri, so he'll still have to watch from the sin bin for 11 more seconds. Then it will be 4-on-4, but off the start of the drop, it'll be 4-on-3. Shots are 31-19, favoring the Selects. Looking to go 2-0 in day one. Metrics has made a comeback on Great Lakes, Wisconsin, by the way. It is now just a 4-3 game favoring Wisconsin. The Bulldogs look like they'll win that one. It's a 7-1 lead in the third. And over here, regulation not enough. So, NHL rules. 3-on-3 overtime for 5 minutes, with the exception of this penalty. So it'll be 4-on-3 and then 4-on-4 until the next whistle. And then a shootout if needed. Free hockey now underway. We're in overtime here on the North Rink with the ESH National Selects taking on the Young Kings. We're now even. It's 4-on-4 hockey. Johnson gets a shot on. Sneaks to Huberto, who whacks it wide. Now the Kings can reset, knowing they're at even strength hockey. 4:30. Puck sent to the middle for Blake Hamilton. And it's taken back by the speedy Huberto. Takes an awkward bounce off the wall. And Clements will find his point man, Blake Tushep. Tushep being pinned against the boards. He's taken down. Here's a chance for Jake Hart here in overtime. And he's poked off the puck. Back the other way is Galloway. We're past a minute into the overtime period. Who will be the hero? Can it be Huberto? Down this right side, backhands it across, big stop, or that might have went wide from Hart. It's hard to tell, but either way, we're still playing hockey. It's Asher Clements. Cycles it down. Hamilton, no look toss to the middle, takes a bounce, but Huberto stick in the lane. Still 4-on-4 because of the no whistle from the penalty that was released. But it feels like 3-on-3 with all these chances. Here's Hart with the slap shot wide of the net. Seiden tosses it ahead for Hicks. He'll send it around the wall. We're 2 minutes into this overtime. Puck battle won by the Kings down low. Eli Baugh, who made a huge defensive play at the end of that third period, trying to work his way in. He draws a penalty. It's a hooking call on the National Selects. And with 2:33 to go, a minor power play is inbound for the Kings. They're 1 for 5 on the tournament. 0 for 2 tonight. But of course, this is an advantage. It'll be 4-on-3 instead of 5-on-4, opening the ice up more. And it looks like we have a timeout. Both coaches with the drawing boards out. It looks like O'Leary, Samchuk, and Baker will be the killers for the Selects. And for the Kings, all their players out there in the huddle right now, so you don't know who they're going to pull out of the batch to be on the important duty of this important power play. Both goalies with sensational performances. For the Kings, Ryan Longley has stopped 30 out of 31. And for the Selects, Damian Idzakovic has stopped 18 out of 19. One of these tremendous goalies will have to lose this game somehow. And now the power play begins for the young Kings. Sinha sends it down low. Across the ice now. Shot from Hicks. Is over the net. Baugh. A nice little saucer. Sinha steps in. And that's patted away. Another save for Idzakovic. At the point now, a shot tipped wide and stick down by Zachary Samchuk, who will clear. 1:50 left on the game clock, 1:17 left on the power play. Wyatt Hicks across the ice for Clements, the lone goal scorer of the Kings in this game. Trying to break the 1-1 tie. Hamilton for Baugh. Tries to slide it towards the net. Huberdeau in the lane. He's double teamed down low, and the Kings do win the puck back. Baugh sends it across. Hicks now in the slot, fires, and it's just wide. And the Selects are able to scrape it out of the zone. That was Merrick Huberdeau with the big play. 1 minute to go, 27 seconds left on the power play. Eli Baugh gives it ahead. Brooks Ferguson up to the top. Liam Sinha gets to his forehand, throws it to the front, and a nice tie-up by Huberdeau in front. He's played some huge defense today. And a routine slap shot from the blue line is denied. 4 seconds left on the man advantage as the Kings have to be cautious of the player coming out of the box, which is Merrick Selwood. So you'd have to assume they're going to play one of the defenders way back to watch in case of a cherry-picking option, and that is what will happen. So we're at even strength. The Selects win the draw, and now we're 4-on-4 once again. A shootout will occur if needed, but it hasn't happened yet. Here's Hudson O'Leary with a fire, and it's blockered away by Longley. 20 seconds to go. Sean Galloway. Potentially the final rush of this overtime. 4 seconds to go. Ferguson forced into the corner, and he has nothing to do with it. He'll be held off, and overtime is scoreless. We'll need a shootout. And what a shootout we're going to have. One of these goalies is going to have to let up a goal at some point. It's almost unimaginable to think at this point. Not a single goal since the 11-minute mark in the second period. As the ref signals towards the coaches, pick 3 skaters. It's a 3-round shootout. And it looks like the Selects will go first. Now they're pointing over there, saying the Young Kings are starting, but the official's pointing towards the Selects. It seems like a game of I don't want to shoot first. And now they'll have the Kings shoot first. Louis Palatnik will shoot first for the Young Kings. He has to face the wall of Damian Idzakovic. We'll see how this turns out. Palatnik down the right side. Fakes a slap shot, gets to his forehand, scores! So in the top of the first, Kings strike. Merrick Huberdeau looking to answer back. He's had an incredible game performance-wise, and now he's looking to even up this shootout count. Huberdeau with nice handles to the forehand, scores! So to the top of the second, Eli Baugh has seemed to be an impressive two-way player in the sample of time we've seen him in this tournament. And he's selected to go second in this shootout. Baugh slows down. Pump fake. Forehand denied by the left pad of Idzakovic. And that one deserves a 2 to the horn. Levi Baker has the lone goal. Lone regulation goal. Here he comes. He lost his edge and goes piling into Ryan Longley, what an unfortunate time to lose your footing. Nonetheless, Baker still having a solid game today. He'll get some support from his coach. And it's Victor Ruggieri. Ruggieri down the left side, cuts back to the middle. Gets a shot on, and it's blockered away. And now it looks like they're going to motion out Easton Wendorf. A chance to win the game and stay undefeated in this tournament. Here it is. For the win, Easton Wendorf, backhand, caught by the glove and ricocheted wide by Ryan Longley. We're still going. Extra shootout rounds incoming. Chance of Wyatt erupt from the Young Kings bench as Wyatt Hicks comes straight down Broadway to his forehead. He scores! And he puts the pressure on the National Selects to bury one here. Quite the weight on the shoulders for Hudson Reach. He's got 2 points in this tournament, trying to keep this shootout going. Down the right side. Forehand opportunity denied, and the Young Kings win their first game of the tournament. As they'll dogpile their goalie, Ryan Longley, who stops 31 out of 32 through regulation and overtime. What an unbelievable game we've been treated to here. Truly an unbelievable game here at the North Rink. Of course, we still have the handshakes and then the anthem, which I believe this is the first time at this rink that the national anthem of the United States of America will be playing, considering Canadian teams have dominated it here so far. But Young Kings with the shootout win, and that's particularly thanks to Ryan Longley. As of last year, he wouldn't even pictured himself on this team. Played for Connecticut last year. And all of a sudden, he's fitting in real well with this Young Kings roster as they move to one-on-one, 1-1 in the tournament, and the National Selects are bumped down to 1-1. So both teams had an even record. Zamboni is already out there. I'm almost wondering, I don't think they will do the anthem. Lots of confusion. Connor Reed on the Zambonis, ready to get going. But they will do the anthem, and Reed will wait patiently. So once again, a big thank you for watching this one, as the Young Kings, representing the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., come away with this one by a score of what will be ruled 2-1 technically in this shootout, as they defeat the ESH National Selects. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast. For our producer, Anthony Lund, my name is Luke Jordan, and we will see you for the next game.